Hello, and thank you for joining me. I'm Jess, your down to earth oracle. This is going to be a general reading for November 1st through the 15th. Happy Halloween, everyone. I hope that this full moon has treated you gently. It's been quite intense with the energies, along with Mercury in retrograde and Mars still being in retrograde. And here in the US, we've got our elections coming up, and it's a pretty hot topic all the way around. But I hope you're able to ground and find some peace. So let's get started with this general reading. I am going to be reading with the Vice Versa Tarot deck. It is a double-sided deck, so you get pictures on both sides of the cards. It's really, really cool. Definitely not a deck for beginners, as that it is more complex and some of the more intricate meanings come through. So let's see. This is general. So we're going to be taking a look at the finances, someone special in your life, kind of like those particular romance relationships, could be, really good friendships that are in your life, as well as your spiritual connection to higher source, power, God, however you say it, and also the relationships with your families. For what's going to be coming up. I really enjoy doing these general readings because not everybody's interested in romance, right? It's a thing. Yeah. And I will be doing clarifiers with this one. I'm using the Steampunk Tarot for that. And we'll close it off with an Oracle card, the Psychic Tarot, which is a really specific kind of Oracle set. So it's exciting. All right. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Wow, we're going to be really nice and messy, of course, like we do. All right. Okay. Ooh, I got some interesting things going on here. So if you notice, I don't read reversals. Reversals are when the card is technically being shown upside down. I don't need to swap the card around to understand the energies going on. It just confuses things for me as a reader if I have to sit there and go. So the cards on the table kind of represent our ego. They're the stuff all on the surface, right? The bottom of the deck is something I like to read, which kind of represents the id. And in this case, it is the High Priestess. It means listening to your intuition. Really, I'm getting, for some of you, listen to your intuition. Some of you are going to be a bit more at home with the things going on. You probably want to sit at home with a book, recharge your batteries, that kind of thing. But for some of you, it's definitely listening to your intuition with some of the things, big things going on in your life. So with that, let's get started and take a look. So at the center of the reading, representing you, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And normally this is what you get with the Queen of Pentacles, right? Up front, very much somebody who is well grounded, takes care of herself and her family, very much connected to home and the hearth, but as somebody who puts herself first as well. Really good self-care, really stable, very in tune with nature. This is also a minor arcana of the Empress. But we get it, her backside. And so what we're getting is, we take a look at this card and trying to get it without the glare, which is difficult to do. There we go. We're getting this broken pillar here. And it's one of those where, for some of you, you really had to restart your foundations all over again. And you're really finally in this beautiful place of abundance. And you actually are, there's also, a rabbit in here. So perhaps some secret dreams of possibly some fertility, of starting family, things like that. But I have a feeling that, it's one of these things that are going to be coming up through this 1st through the 15th are really going to, I'm trying to find the right words. It's difficult being a visual person and then put them into the English language when one speaks multiple, and I speak multiple languages, but also making sure I'm getting the right message. But it's kind of that idea of situations are going to come up that you are kind of an expert in, things that you've got old scars in, lessons you've learned, pieces you've moved on from, and it's one of those where your foundation and how you have gotten to where you are is really going to shine and show through. And you are going to be a stable force in this. I have a feeling you're going to be an equal balanced force in this. And perhaps it does have to do, it's definitely got to do with the home and with the fact that winter is coming, is what I'm getting Some of you might have home repairs you need to do, tucking things away for the winter, things like that. That's really interesting. So crossing your path, kind of what you're handling overall, or just a secondary card to this, and part of the reason why is actually the Nine of Pentacles, and it's the backside. So this is the front of the Nine of Pentacles, also known as like the singles ladies card. Somebody, and gender is vice versa or neutral, but it's definitely a feminine energy, as we all have feminine, masculine energies. It's just a blending, but it is the darker side. We've got this big, beautiful moon, and in there again, with the High Priestess, which is also recognized by the moon, as well in here. Yeah, it's definitely having to do with this Queen of Pentacles, the backside, in that I'm getting that there might be a time of rest, that you might need to be at peace with some things, recognize that some things are coming to change. For some of you specifically, I'm getting that there is going to be a message coming your way. See, there's this little bird right here. It's actually an eagle, and it's coming to this little person here in the window, that you probably can't quite see very well. Yeah, I've had to switch up my cameras because gotta love Mercury in retrograde. One of them just quit working. Gotta love it. So you just kind of roll with it. Yeah, but here it's nighttime, and so walking the hidden paths and understanding that there's gonna be messages and movement your way. And it could be a time also, for some of you, like really being mindful of your spending, really kind of firming down into things a little bit. I have a feeling this winter is going to be hard for many of us, especially here in the US. Yeah. So in the finances position, kind of at the root of the spread, the base of things, we do have the Emperor. And this is a fantastic card. This is like somebody who's totally a boss and has their shit together. This is a fantastic card for the financial placement in this spread, because it is somebody who knows how to balance multiple things going on, somebody who really feels solid and secure in their positioning and will do what needs to be done, but take care of things as well, in a kind and generous way. They're very much a boss. And so to have that really like strength and courage and foundation, I feel like those of you who are taking that step back with spending and things like that and really kind of hunkering down for the winter, you're doing it out of really good choices. Really, really, really good choices. You're looking ahead. You're planning ahead. You recognize that I'm getting this archway. Like it's like you got to keep your home safe. You've got to take care of the people under your roof, for many of you, in this position. I like that. So when we take a look in the romance spot, or close relationship going on with you, we have the Death card. As we know, there are no scary, bad cards in tarot. We just have serious ones. And for this, it's definitely the ending of something. It could be that, yeah, because see, the backside of this one is the new beginning side. It's really quite interesting with these two people and a little bit of fairy dancing in the middle of it. It's a little odd, but that's okay. I'll take it, with the sunshine. But so here with the darkness, it's one of those where there's definitely going to be change with a relationship. And it could be that it's a catalyst that springs it into something new. For some of you, I'm getting that it's time to part ways. It's very either or. And it's going to be something that does change you for that. But when we get into the clarification cards, which is the second deck, diving deeper into the energy, we will go from there. And so this position at the top that crowns the spread is kind of your spiritual connection, going on with faith, God, the universe. I mean, after all, we are all just drops of water in the ocean, right? And it's the Six of Cups, and this is beautiful. This is really, really beautiful. It's very joyous. You're very connected. It's very balanced, give and take. I have a feeling many of you have deep faith and will be pulling onto it. It's getting close to being the holiday seasons here in the US. And it's one of those where it's going to create a coming together. It's going to support you in your decisions. For some of you, I have a feeling, you watch omens and you watch for signs, and perhaps that's what that little bird is. But also, that idea too of the moon and the High Priestess here is listening to your intuition, is following your gut, is really being open to those things. And many of you who have deep faith, whatever the faith is, it will help carry you through things. It's in a really good balance right now with where you're at. I like that a lot. And situation with family. We have the Three of Cups here, and this is great. This is an awesome card to have as the Three of Cups. So you can see this is the position it was in. It's very much one who is holding one cup in high esteem. And here we have the other people celebrating with her on the back side. But in this side, I have a feeling that, first to the 15th is that you're really going to probably end up needing to reach out to your family, or they'll be reaching out to you. The Three of Cups is often a card of communion, of celebration, of people coming together in community. And they're, for some of you, I have a feeling your community is going to come help and raise you up. And that is freaking fantastic. I love this reading. This is an incredible reading. Very, very much so. So let's go ahead and start clarifying this. So clarifying is it's kind of like if these cards on the surface have their own meanings. This just like, if they're pretty boxes, right? They're pretty cards. Well, what happens when you open the box and find out the things ticking inside of it, right? That's kind of what clarifiers are. They provide a bigger view of what's going on. And I really like that a lot. Sometimes it can, make a lot more sense of things. I am using this miniature steampunk tarot cards for this, and it's a lot of fun. So I want to clarify these two cards at one time, just to kind of see where things are. Oh yeah. So we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles on the back side, clarified by the Queen of Cups, the Seven of Cups, and the Hierophant. Or I'm sorry, the Hermit, not the Hierophant. And it's really quite exactly what I was saying. Is that, you're going to have options coming up. And it's one of those where it is going to lead you kind of more into a reflective mode. It is kind of like hunkering down for the winter with the Hermit, and many different ways to do this. Or actually with this one, I'm kind of actually getting like stocking up options. Like you're stocking up your home. It could be for some of you. And with the Queen of Cups, it's just, with the second queen here, you're doing it out of love. You are doing this act out of love. And it could be for other people, could be for yourself, which would be in tune with the Nine of Pentacles here. So yeah, it's definitely one where you are kind of being divinely guided into those moments. And that is quite, I like it. I like it a lot. It gives me good feels. So let's take a look at this Emperor in the financial situation. Like, what's going on with that? Let's see. We get that clarified by the Empress, the High Priestess, and the Page of Cups. Holy moly. We got some big major arcanas going here. So yeah, definitely taking care of your home and following your intuition to do so. And doing it out of love. But kind of at the same time, I'm getting this, I think some of you are afraid that you might be jumping the gun a little bit on this idea of, kind of hunkering down a bit, making sure that you're taking care of your home and doing it in a really smart financial way. With the Empress here in the High Priestess, you're very much, very, very much treating yourself in high regard and your finances in high regard, and really kind of trusting your gut again. Again, we have the High Priestess twice. Like, listen to that gut. I have a feeling that there's going to be a lot of unrest happening in the next 15 days. And that could be why there's this big kind of retreat and withdrawal, and making sure that things are financially sound, financially safe. The reasons why you're doing it are good reasons. It's not selfishness. It's really to kind of be a boss and take care of the things that you need to take care of. So when we clarify the Death card, oh wow, with relationships, holy moly. So we get the Death card clarified by the Two of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. No joke, 2 aces, new beginning in love. This Two of Wands, yeah, you're going to have to make a choice, and it's going to lead you to some beautiful, passionate new beginnings. Now, whether this is choosing to end that relationship, or choosing, and shaking things up, or perhaps some of you really are looking at a new beginning with someone because you've got 2 aces. And it's the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Cups. So it is fiery, passionate. It is definitely deep emotions. And you've got the Two of Wands. So it could be that it's somebody that you've met recently, and that definitely, makes you want to explore more than what you have. For the rest of you, with the ending, you're not satisfied with what you have and you want more. And you are going to get more. Whew, that is some hot stuff there. So I'm going to keep that one. All right, so we'll take a look at the spiritual centers going on with you. And okay, we'll keep that too. Pop-outs are kind of a thing in tarot when they pop out randomly. And that one is Colin. Okay, yeah. So we get this Six of Cups, the spiritual centers of equal balance, of it being very much guiding a lot of everything. It's solid. It's a solid place to be with your spirituality and your faith. It's clarified by the Three of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Two of Swords. Now, the Three of Pentacles is very much a card of collaboration going on. And it's definitely reflective that you're going to be starting a path. Like sometimes, when we're really listening to those intuitive moments and we're really listening to the signs around us, or even, just when we pray and really tune into things, new things happen all around us and we definitely are uplifted. And here I'm getting is that, you're going to be given a chance to step in a different direction. And the thing is that you're really going to need to listen. This is the Two of Swords. A lot of times I've heard a lot of different readers call this the shut the F up so I can make a decision card, because she's blindfolded in this picture. And with the Ace of Pentacles sitting behind that, like, you're going to be stepping more into your faith, and it is going to be leading you into an abundance and a community as well. And with that, we're definitely going to be moving on to the familial card, the family relationship card, and the fact that, we talked about, like, they're going to be lifting you up if you reach out to them. So let's go ahead and clarify that Three of Cups. Let's see, we're getting clarified by the King of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Knight of Cups. This is interesting. Yeah, so, yeah, what I'm getting is for some of you with this heartbreak, new beginning situation, you are going to be reaching out to family. There's the King of Pentacles here, who's very much a father figure, very much somebody who acts with integrity, who deeply cares for his family and his hearth and his home. And with this heartbreak, that's coming in, that where you're going to need the support of your family. It does hurt deeply, but at the same time, it's not going to be the end. It's not going to be the end. It's just going to be a hiccup, I promise. And how do I promise? Because it's the Sun at the bottom of the deck with this card. It will lead to some beautiful places on this. I do want to go ahead and pull one last, like, overall card for this reading. I mean, because it is super general, and it's not terribly like a storyline entirely. It's just checking into the different, facets of our life. Like, let's find out, like, what's an overall theme we should look for November 1st through the 15th that we should be mindful of coming up. Yes, we get, this is the Knight of Cups. This is the second time with the Knight of Cups. Yeah. Be mindful with your emotions. It's going to take a lot of strength. This is the backside of the Strength card here. It's going to take a lot of strength to look at some of these adversaries that are coming up. For some of you, I'm getting that you're going to need to treat strangers with kindness. For some of you, you're going to need to follow your ideas. There's a fish here. don't lose sight of that fish. It's, you know, your idea fish, and it could be this message that is coming in here with this bird going there. So yeah, and it does have something to do with keeping centered in yourself, right? Don't go jumping into things blindly. Definitely take a look at things a bit more closely, but definitely follow your heart at the same time. I know it's a little bit of everything, right? Right. It's a general reading. So let me go ahead and pull a final card for you guys out of the Psychic Tarot Oracle deck. Just what do we need to know for November 1st through the 15th? Let's take a look. New beginnings. It's a beautiful, beautiful card. Represents the Fool. Yeah, for some of you, this is definitely some new beginnings coming in, taking those leaps of faith, walking in. Oh boy, reflections. I will work on that next time. My apologies. Coming in where it is endings of things, new beginnings, transitions are always difficult, right? But when you walk in faith, which most of you do, whether you believe it or not, you'll be all right. It's the beginning of a journey. I like that so much. So much. Ooh, bottom of the deck, I'm going to share that one. Trapped in fear. Don't be trapped in fear, you know, is what I'm getting, is be brave. Stand forward. Take that step forward, and it is going to work out fantastically fine for you guys. So that being said, this is a very interesting general read where everything is looking pretty good in the different houses of our lives, right? Different facets going on. Definitely new beginnings. Follow your gut, follow your intuition. There's going to be definitely some changes, and don't forget, you've got family and community to reach out to, because that's what we do, right? We reach out to our family and our community when we need help. So that being said, thank you so much for joining me here. If you're interested in a private reading, please join me at www.downtoearthoracle.com and sign up on that. Sign up there through the website itself. All right, good luck to you guys, and I'll see you soon.